ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to good old-fashioned School 58 Network Baseball. Glad to have everybody with us here on the Sunshine Station. I like that. The Sunshine, you like that, Jennifer?
It's new.
It's new. I like that.
It'll grow on me.
It'll grow on you. What about you, Alex? You like that or not?
Hey, there I am.
Hey, buddy, I love doing it. When we're 17 minutes away from the first pitch, man, we can jump in without any mic checks and let's just see what happens. Well, we're glad to have everybody with us here. Sit back, 5:55 p.m. is our first pitch live from Pike County High School, Zebulon, Georgia, in full effect. Got Alex Schaefer on the call for tonight. Going to be a lot of fun. Sit back and enjoy. Once again, I'm Bo McMichael with Jennifer Colbert and Alex Schaefer doing some baseball here. Peach County traveled up north from Fort Valley to take on the Pike County Pirates. We'll see you in about 15.
served as superintendent of schools for 16 years. Not only did Dr. Turpin serve 38 years as a coach, teacher, principal, and superintendent, but over the decades, he is estimated to have attended over 700 Pirate baseball games. You heard that correctly, 700. He obviously loved Pirate baseball, and his family, to honor his legacy here at the Jack, his grandson, Andrew, will throw out the first pitch. Andrew is in the 6th grade at Pike County Middle School, where he runs track and recently won the 2-mile race in 12 minutes and 34 seconds. He also runs cross country and plays rec basketball. All right, Andrew, fire away. Hey, that looks like a strike to me. Good job, Andrew. And on behalf of the generations of Pirates Dr. Turpin supported, let's show our appreciation to the Turpin family. Great job, guys.
Like a viral video and share. There's no comparison, no equal to mention. You can see for yourself, let it have your attention. From the beginning, you'll see what you would have hated to miss. And the recapable moment, so keep dropping the hits. Turn up the volume, grab your favorite seat. So sit back right now and enjoy what's on screen. 58 Live is the place to be for quality broadcast for you to see. They deliver prime coverage like Amazon. No matter what day of the week you see them on, you don't need to double check. The truth is clearer than air. Treat it like a viral video and share. There's no comparison, no equal to mention. You can see for yourself, let it have your attention. From the beginning, you'll see what you would have hated to miss. And the recapable moment, so keep dropping the hits. Turn up the volume, grab your favorite seat. So sit back right now and enjoy what's on screen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to some wonderful second day of March baseball. I'm Bo McMichael with Jennifer Colbert and Alex Schaefer. Alex, Jennifer, welcome to a little bit of football here across the board here. We'll get a little started for some spring ball. Talk to me a little bit about your first love there. Alex, you shared it with us so nicely on that part. Why you like baseball so much? Talk to us a little bit about that.
It's just the perfect game. It's the first game that I ever fell in love with when I was a young kid. Grew up, I'm from California originally, but I don't claim it. Moved out here when I was a young kid, so kind of a Braves fan as I was growing up. They got me into the game, and there's this great picture that my folks have, old picture of me probably, I don't know, I must have been like maybe 5 or 6 years old, just asleep on the floor with the Braves game on TV in the background. And
nice.
It's just the best game, man. It's the perfect pace. It's just the best.
Well, we're live here from Pike County High School. Got Peach County taking on the Pike County Pirates. Should be a lot of fun across the board. Tip off right here at 5:55. You can see the wind, 6 miles per hour. I'm going to say that I'm going to argue that based on as windy as that outside. But
it is a little bit windy.
But I am
there.
so happy to see 62 degrees. We're supposed to get 80 degrees on Friday on that part. But glad to have everybody with us. We're going to throw up 4 camera angles here today. And we'll get rid of this. Somebody's like, are we going to watch the game in 4 camera angles? I know that's what their brains are thinking. I'm like, no, we're just showing you that we got 4 cameras angles out there on that part. Jennifer's going to be running the clock. So, hey, if you disagree with the balls and strikes, the scoreboard, not the clock, but the scoreboard, you can blame her on that part. But it should be a lot of fun. Sit back and enjoy yourselves across the board. Alex, I'm going to let you talk about both of these teams, Peach County and the Pike County Pirates, and I'll let you go with that, and I'll come join you here back and forth. I'm going to be the Bob Euchre to your sane person, okay? Take it away, Alex.
Well, yeah, we got Peach County and Pike County right now. It's opening region matchup for both of these teams. Pike's coming in. They're the defending 3A champions. They were also champions in 2019, so a recent run of success, 5 straight region championships, but only 4-10 on the year, so you may be looking at them ranked 204 in the state of Georgia, and maybe looking at what's happened to the champs. Well, I'll tell you what's happened to the champs. They scheduled a murderer's row for their non-region schedule. 7 teams of their first 14 games were in the top 50 of their respective states, and they've had a pretty good run over the last several games. In their last 4 losses, they've lost by only 2 runs. So, in those 4 games, if they get a couple bounces go their way, they could be looking at 8-6 against some of the top competition around the Southeast, including a 4-2 loss versus Archbishop McCarthy out of Miami, which is the number 5 team in the nation. That was back on March 3rd. So I think for as far as Pike is concerned in terms of being defending state champions and coming into this game, their first region game with a 4-10 record, if anybody's worried about these Pike County Pirates, you don't need to worry. They've been getting themselves ready, and I think we're going to see that on display tonight. But they do have a tough test with this Peach County offense. They're 8-5 so far this year. They're ranked number 140 in the state, and they can really hit. So they've got on the mound tonight for the Pirates is going to be Trevor Bagwell. Not sure who the starter is going to be. We'll find out here in a moment for the Peach County Trojans. But Bagwell's going to have his hands full as the starter for the Pirates here tonight with this Peach County offense.
Wheeler Green. In right field, number 10, Torben Helms. At third base, number 16, Cam Briggs. At first base, number 6, Mac Rayleigh. And at second base, number 2, Xavier Childs. And in center field, number 7, Austin Carmichael.
You can hear the
Now,
PA
your
there
starting lineup for your Pike
giving the
County
starting lineup,
Pirates.
so I'll let him take it away.
Left field, number 14, Coleman Johnson. Batting second, playing second, number 27, Zane Axelberg. And in right field, batting third, number 8, Ridge Smith. At third base, number 11, Caleb Hammond. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 24, Jackson Terry. Starting at short, number 7, Cole Hammond. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 13, Kai Mobley. The Pirate DH, number 19, Ian Davis. Starting in center field, number 23, Elijah Moss. And your starting pitcher for the Pike County Pirates, number 17, Trevor Bagwell. Fans, if you would, please stand as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem. Let's play ball.
And you heard him. We're indeed getting ready to play ball. Talked about it before. We've got Trevor Bagwell on the mound for the Pirates today. Starting things off, Bagwell comes in with 6 innings pitched. He's got 8 strikeouts on the year and a 1.17 ERA. And Trevor Bagwell is a Troy commit who was the Game 3 winner in the state title game last season. So he comes in with a lot of experience. Obviously, as a Troy commit, he's going to be going on and playing high-level college baseball after this season, his senior season here for the Pike Pirates. A couple of other notable commits around the diamond for the Pike Pirates. Jake Carden, who's a possible closer for them today. He's committed to LaGrange College. We've got Ian Davis, who you heard the PA announces the DH. He's going to be batting 8th tonight. He is a Philander Smith commit. And Ty Mobley, who is batting 7th and playing first, is a freshman and is committed to the University of Auburn. So a lot of dynamite players, as you would expect, for the defending state champions, led by head coach Don Hanson. I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, state champions in 2019 and last year in 2022 with 5 consecutive region championships. And, you know, looking at the region right now, the Pike Pirates are sitting at the bottom of the region. Peach County is sitting near the top. Upson Lee at 7-2, the 52nd ranked team in the state. Then you've got Peach County at 8-5, ranked 140. Mary Persons is 9-6, ranked 118, and then Jackson at 7-8 is ranked 310. So at 4-10, Pike is sitting down there kind of near the bottom, but it doesn't really matter because they're getting into region play now and they can really take off. Can either one of these teams, and it's all about that tournament at the end for playing in and trying to figure out those seedings and all that good stuff. So we're going to start things off here. Peach County will have Zion Hudson leading off. And we will see what is on offer for both of these teams here for first pitch. Shot to the right side. And unable to be fielded cleanly by shortstop Cole Hammond. So a leadoff base runner for the Peach County Trojans. So one pitch, one base runner. And right away to the stretch. Bunt attempt is up in the air. A lot of foul territory. And that one's going to go up against the net. So catcher Jackson Terry unable to bring that one in before it gets out of play. So it's just a bit of a loud strike there for Bagwell. Here's the pitch. This one's high. So it's going to run into 1-1 for Bagwell on batter number 2. And we're going to get a time here now. As batter's going to have conversation with third base coach. The conversation, we're back underway here. Pickoff attempt. And he's going to be back safely. Gotta love the chatter of a baseball game. The 1-1 is on the way. Bunted at and fouled away, so it will run to 1-2 now for the Peach County two-man, number 20, Bryce Harrelson. Swinging a shot to the left side, but that is going to go foul. So it'll be a long, loud retention of the count. 1-2 is what it'll stay at. Batter calls time. This one fouled away as well. So Bagwell here now with 2 strikes, working away, trying to get him just roll over on something over to the left side. But Harrelson is Doing a good job of staying alive here. Another pickoff attempt. But back safely is Hudson. And again, first. High strike three, swinging, and that's the first K of the day for Bagwell. So that'll bring up DJ Hudson, the left fielder. Big hook, but doesn't catch the zone. That one's a little too high. It'll be ball one. 1-0 is the count. Looking at the scouting report here, Peach County, again, very potent offensively, 5.7 runs scored per game, and they are quite aggressive on the bases as well. And you can see right now, they're very aware of that, our Pike, with Zion Hudson on first base, aware that he will try to steal a bag. DJ Hudson also aggressive on the bases. He's at the plate, so not a guy that you want to get on base. This one low, 2-0 now the count. The 2-0 bounces and gets away. Terry has to run this one down, but isn't able to get to it in time before the runner advances to second base. So just like that, on an errant play at shortstop, and then a pass ball, wild pitch, whatever you want to call it. Not sure what the official score will rule that one, but the wild pitch in the dirt is going to advance the runner, and a runner in scoring position with only one out in the inning, and a 3-0 count for the dangerous DJ Hudson at the plate. This one is in there. Ooh, Hudson thought that might have been a little bit high, but blue called strike. It's 3-1 now. Bagwell trying to work his way back into this count after falling behind 3-0. This one catches the paint, and he's worked it back full, 3-2. Bagwell steps off. Decent lead at second for Hudson. Swing and a miss, and that's strike three, so back-to-back Ks. And with a runner at first and 2 outs, Bagwell has a chance to get out of here, straining the runner. And that'll bring up the cleanup man, number 33, Wheeler Green for Peach County. Swing and rolled over to the left side, out of play, foul. 0-1 the count on a nice breaking pitch to start him off there, working backward a little bit. No one on the way. Nope. Fires back. This one gets away a little bit, but not far enough for Hudson to advance. So the pickoff attempt, a little errant there by Bagwell, but no damage done. This one catches the knees, and that's going to be strike number 2. Just a nasty down Down and in fastball from Bagwell. Nothing to do with that one. The 0-2 on the way. Can't find the paint and throws down. They got him hung up now. And they're going to run him down and tag him for the out. So a great heads-up play there from Jackson Terry behind the plate. Fire down throw behind the runner, and Zion Hudson is held up between the bags. They eventually run him down and get the out to end the inning. Bagwell gets a scoreless on the board, and that's going to bring up the Pirates in the bottom of the first.
Leading off for the Pike County Pirates, the left fielder, number 14, Coleman Johnson.
And you can hear it there, Coleman Johnson stepping up to the plate. Johnson coming into the day, batting 200 on the season, 665 OPS. Leads the team tied with 8 runs, which is tied with 2 other Pirates for the team lead in runs. And we will see what the senior has in store here at the top of the first. Excuse me, top of the order in the bottom of the first. And he's going to watch strike 1. On the mound for the Trojans, number 9, Jackson Peavy. A lefty sophomore for the Trojans. This one's shot over to the right side, but this one's going to go foul. So a quick 0-2 hole for the leadoff man for the Pirates, as Peavy is going to attempt to match the scoreless frame put up by his counterpart of the Pirates, Trevor Bagwell. This one misses outside. Zion Hudson, the leadoff hitter for the Pirates, or excuse me, for the Trojans, is behind the plate. The 1-2 delivery is on the way. This one is high, goes over everybody's head to the backstop, but of course, with no runners on, no damage done. It's going to run it to 2-2 now. This one way inside, nearly hits Johnson, but he was able to get out of the way of that one, and it's going to run full 3-2. one shot back overhead out of play. This one shot in the air, out the right field. No, it's going to be actually shallow, just out of reach on the first base side, out of play, and it's going to be fielded by the first baseman. No, is that the second baseman coming over, number 6? Either way, catch made by Mac Rayleigh, either the first or second baseman over there, and it's going to be a quick out, number 1. Nice little battle there at the plate for Johnson, but eventually put away by Peavy on the pop foul. It's going to bring up the number 2 man, number 27, Zane Axelberg. Showed bunt, but pulled that one away. Axelberg leads the team in runs with 8, one of the other 2 tied with Johnson. He also leads the team in walks with 9, and now he's got a shot over to the right side. But this one is going to be caught by the right fielder. And so it's a quick 2 outs, and to the plate comes Ridge Smith. Smith leads the team in runs, one of the other 3. This one high, 1-0. It also leads the team in batting average at 375 and OPS at 882. So a good start to the year for Ridge Smith, the right fielder for the Pike County Pirates. PV sets and throws. Big hook, but can't quite get it down enough, and that one's going to be high ball 2. Swing and a miss. High fastball got him to chase that one up the ladder. And Ridge is going to go down to 2-1. Still ahead in the at-bat. Let Peavy climbing back in this one. Sets and deals. Shot over to the right side. But this one is going to be caught by the right fielder as well. And F9 is going to end things in the bottom of the first for the Pirates. And so they go quietly as well. Back-to-back scoreless innings here, both top and bottom. And both starting pitchers right now doing a bit of dealing.
Do we dare say it? We're not allowed to, are we?
Well,
perfect game?
Well,
no,
I'm not
game. Listen to you.
I mean, technically he's on pace for it,
right,
but
I'm
not a superstitious guy, so I don't care. I'll say it.
I appreciate that. I mean, it's it's always when they get that first hit, there goes the no-hitter right there on that part. What have you seen that you like about both teams here out of the first inning?
Well, I liked Bagwell's ability to battle. He had the first runner got on an error. The wild pitch got him over in a scoring position, but he battled. He got the 2 strikeouts and was able to eventually put away the last hitter, or excuse me, get the a good heads-up play, get the pickle and get him out on the bases. But Jackson Peavy for Peach as well looked really good, getting a lot of contact from the Pike batters, but nothing too solid. A couple flyouts and a pop out. So through one. Looks like we got a good pitching display on hand for us here tonight.
Well, it's so nice that they've played a full season, it feels like already, meaning if you ask Pike County, and they're just starting region play tonight. And they'll have 3 series after this.
Yep.
One against Jackson, Upson Lee, and Mary Persons, am I correct?
That's right. And,
yeah.
And they'll also have a tournament in between then. They have a tournament coming up here after the Peach County series to end the month. And then other than that tournament, they don't have anything on their schedule until April 4th when they play Mary Person. So a little bit of rest after, like I said at the top of the broadcast, just a murderer's row of
it was, but they made a point of really challenging themselves.
Absolutely.
And as I talk with different coaches and from Pike County, they said, this is what we want to get. We want to be challenged. It's not about, it's about playing the best, opponents you can, and they had an opportunity especially after winning the state championship last year.
100%.
To be able to do that.
Yeah, and we got a swing and miss on the first pitch here. It's 0-1, but I love it. I love the idea of loading that non-region schedule with really tough, good teams.
And we've had a lot of. I've seen basketball pull it off. Sometimes football, it's always it's a mixed bag in football to be able to do that. But I've seen basketball do it, and right now we're watching baseball. How do you feel about the angle so far? You okay with how everything's looking?
Oh yeah, I like it. I love this. I love this down the lens angle. You and I were talking before the broadcast. I did some radio broadcasting of baseball, but I was always in the press box seeing from behind. So,
right.
This is a nice.
We're trying to
nice
major
change of
league
pace.
wise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, where this is what you see on WTBS back in the day. On that one. We'll go back calling in the game. I'll leave you alone. I'll check in with you at the start of the third.
Yes, sir.
All righty. It's the top of the third. I apologize. I didn't say the start of the third, man.
Oh, just missed on the hook there, trying to get him up top, but couldn't get that one to get down enough. But Wheeler Green is back at the plate. 1-2 count. Of course, the pickoff and the pickle earlier just refreshed everything for Wheeler Green, who was 0-2 and struck him out looking. What a nasty backdoor. Woo, wow. Excuse me, front door on that one. Gosh, that was just a disgusting pitch there from Bagwell to ring him up looking on the outside edge. That is going to bring up number 10, Torrin Helms, who would bat fifth for the Trojans. A nice fastball low, and you can tell Bagwell is really starting to feel it. Oh, strike three. 3 straight pitches, and Bagwell is in the zone. That is his 4th strikeout today, and it is going to bring up Cam Griggs. And I tell you what, if Bagwell is in this kind of rhythm, the Trojans are in trouble. Oh, what a nasty breaking ball. Starting off, working backward, and he gets ahead 0-1. This one away, trying to get him to chase, but couldn't ring him up on it. It's going to go to 1-1. 1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. He was able to dot that one low and outside, and a 1-2 hole. Foul off to the right side. So it'll stay 1-2, and we'll do it again. Grounder right out in front of the plate. Fielded, fired, and out of the inning. So a 1-2-3 inning for Bagwell. He has still faced the minimum because of the rundown earlier. So 6 batters, 6 outs for the Pike County starter. And that takes us to the bottom of the second. Our score still 0-0 here from beautiful Pike County High School. So there you hear the in-house PA announce Caleb Hammond, the senior third baseman for the Pirates, will be leading things off, the cleanup hitter. Hammond coming into the day, 261 on the season, 634 OPS. Having a pretty good year. Second in the team in RBI with 7. They're going to be doing some leading off duties here. This one is swung on and fouled away, so it'll be 0-1. 1 Curveball gets away from Peavy. He can't quite get on top of it, and it's going to run it to 1-1. 1-1 on the way. Catches the inside corner. So a nice fastball inside. Dancing out of the way was Hammond, but this one catches the plate. Says blue. It's 1-2. Swung on and fired into right field. But it is another F9. And it'll bring up the catcher, Jackson Terry. Terry with the great play earlier in the day, picking off the runner from behind, throwing it down behind him at second base. And they were able to get the runner who was in scoring position with 2 outs in the top of the first. They were able to get him in the rundown and eventually tag him out. Ended the inning. We'll see if he can do some damage with the bat. This one's going to be high, ball 1. Swung on and fouled away, 1-1. Peavy has a fastball that will sit in the mid to high 80s, 84 to 88. It was a bit off speed that time, but can't quite get it to catch the top of the zone, and it's going to go to 2-1. 2-1 offering on the way, high, ball 3. So good job by Terry here of working the count. The junior catcher for the Pirates is way ahead. Strike, and it's been thrown down, but it's only strike 2. Terry thinking it was ball 4, catcher thinking it was strike 3. Everybody's wrong. It's a full count now, 3-2. So Peavy battles back, fills it up, and gets a foul on the full count offering. So we'll stay full and we'll do it again. Strike 3 called, inside corner. And so Terry will take a seat after striking out looking on a full count. And it's going to bring up the shortstop, senior Cole Hammond. First strikeout on the day for the sophomore Peavy. This one is fouled away. You can hear that wind picking up. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that that's a bit more than 6 miles per hour on the wind. Anybody getting seasick? This one flied in the air off to the right side, but it's going to get out of play, out of reach. But it is going to be an 0-2 count now, so Hammond deeply in the hole now. Trying to get anything going for the Pirates. who have just had no answer for Peavy so far. Swing and a miss, and Peavy sets him down 1-2-3 for his second straight perfect inning. And that's going to take us to the top of the third here at Pike County. Peach and Pike 0-0 our score heading to the third. And we're back here at top of the third. Leading things off is going to be the first baseman, Mac Rayleigh, for the Trojans. Still on the mound, Bagwell for the Pirates. Sets and deals, swing and a miss. And a quick 0-1 here to start things off in the top of the third. Bagwell and Peavy opposing pitchers for the Trojans and Pirates, and they have both been dealing. This one misses outside. And it's going to make it a 1-1 count as Bagwell can't quite find it on the edge. But I don't mind that as a little bit of a waste pitch. Comes right back to the corner and just misses. Check swing, but they say no swing. Good call, I believe. It's going to run it to 2-1. So those outside corner pitches, hard to come by. The inside is where this blue is living. Swing and a miss, down and out, and it is going to go to 2-2. Swing and a miss, got him to start things here in the top of the third. The leadoff man down on strikes. That is Bagwell's 5th today. And it will bring up the second baseman, freshman number 2, Xavier Childs. Trying to paint that corner, can't quite catch it. This one gets in there 1-1. And Bagwell's able to work back even. 1-1 on the way. This one way outside. It's going to go to 2-1. Tried to change things up on him there, but looked like he couldn't quite find the release point. He's got the release point on that fastball, though, boy. Oh, man, 2-2 on a swing and a miss. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is 6. And Bagwell is cruising. Number 9 man will be the center fielder, number 7, Austin Carmichael for the Trojans, trying to just get something going. Not going to do it on that pitch. 0-1, down, right at the knees. Nothing you can do about that one. Strike called 0-1. 0-2, same spot, same result. And if Bagwell can keep putting it there, it's going to be a long night for the Trojans. Right back to it. Strike 3 looking. Strikes out the side, and Bagwell is through 3 scoreless. What an inning for the senior pitcher, number 17, Trevor Bagwell. You can see right there why he is going to Troy next year. Oh, my goodness. Nice shot there, Coach Craig Chapman, the Score 58 family. Assistant coach for the Pike County Pirates. And those of you who are just joining us, we're heading to the bottom of the 3rd. Thank you for joining us here on the Score 58 Network. I'm Alex Schaefer with Bo McMichael out there, fire marshal somewhere putting out some fires, I'm sure. Got Jennifer Colbert in the studio with us. I'm not sure who's on site, but love that they're out there bringing us these excellent angles, 4 of them here for us today. And there it is, Joey Russo, Robert Reed, and Cedric Pugh all on site down at Pike County High School. Got a beautiful day for baseball. Pike and Peach squaring off, both of them in their first region games of the season, and we've got ourselves a duel here on the mound. Trevor Bagwell, the senior starter for the Pike County Pirates, against Jackson Peavy, the sophomore starter for the Peach County Trojans, and they have both faced the minimum so far. Trevor through 3, Jackson through 2, but Peavy's going to see if he can match as the bottom of the order comes up here. It's going to be Ty Mobley, the freshman Auburn commit, leading things off. This one catches the inside corner, and it's going to be 0-1. Don't adjust your screens. That is indeed a freshman. He's about 9 feet tall, and he plays big from what I've been told. This one shot out to the outfield, but it's going to be another F9, the 4th put out of the day for the right fielder for the Trojans. That's number 10, Torrin Helms. It's going to be ball 1 to Elijah Moss. Excuse me, Ian Davis. My apologies. Number 19, the DH, batting for starter Trevor Bagwell. Swing and a miss from Davis. Makes it 1-1. This one catches the inside part as well, 1 and 2. Fouled away. Count will stay 1-2. Peavy bounces this one, gets away from the catcher, but with nobody on base, of course, no damage done. What it will be is a ball 2-2 now for the DH Davis. This one popped up. it's going to be caught by the first baseman just behind the bag. That is Mac Rayleigh with the put out. And it is going to be out number 2 in the bottom of the third. Showing bunt is the center fielder Elijah Moss, but he's going to pull that one back. It'll be ball 1, too high. This one's high as well. So the number 9 man has run it to 2-0. And I love the arrangement of this lineup for head coach Don Hanson. You got effectively a second leadoff hitter hitting 9th. Shows bunt again. He's going to pull away on that one, and it's going to go 3-0, too high. And very dangerous man to walk here, potentially, with the lineup about to turn over. Strike called outside corner. So Moss taking all the way there, and it's going to go to 3-1. See if they give him the green light here on 3-1. Whether they did or didn't, he did not swing. It's going to be strike 2. Peavy battling back here to fill this one up. Full count offering. Swung on, checked. And they're going to say he went. That is strike number 3, and it is going to end the inning. Jackson Peavy, scoreless through 3, has matched Bagwell pitch for pitch, and we have got ourselves a duel here in Pike County. You can see there, last 4 for Pike County. They're 1-4 through their last 4, but some tight matchups there, including, as I mentioned at the top, Archbishop McCarthy out of Florida, a 4-2 loss, but that is the number 5 team in the country that they played in Miami. And I mean, you look at it, tight games all the way down, and I said it, 7 of their 14 teams that they've played are top 50 in their respective states, because they've been playing people all over the Southeast. You can see it there, a couple Mississippis, a Florida. They've had a couple Alabamas on the schedule, so all over the Southeast, and they're all top 50 teams. There's several that are top 100s, so very strong competition to open the year for the Pike County Pirates. And right now they're starting off region play feeling pretty good about what they've got. You'd like to get a couple more wins on the board. You know, you don't want to come in 4-10, but I got to tell you, sitting at ranked 204, this is the most dangerous 204th best team in the state that there probably is in any state in any sport. But the lineup will turn over. Leadoff man back up. This one's grounded to shortstop. Another chance for Hammond. But no, he's going to be safe as Mobley can't handle it on the other end. I don't know that he was going to get him either way. But, a bad stumble there for Hammond. They're going to check on him. Cole Hammond, the senior shortstop, just almost a replay of what we had at the top of the first inning there. Leadoff man Zion Hudson, the catcher for Peach County, hit one to the shortstop, and this doesn't look good. Hammond seems to be walking okay on the ankles there. Looks like maybe just got the wind knocked out of him. Hopefully that's all it was. Trying to kind of shake the cobwebs out of there. You know, a lot of people kind of underestimate the game of baseball and how small the margin for error is when it comes to potential injuries. I mean, it's not a contact sport traditionally, but you know, the chance for injury is it's prevalent on basically every play. You know, for reasons like that. You know, you get your footing not quite right, you can take a tumble, and I mean, I've seen guys who have throwing their shoulders out on routine plays and you know, twisted ankles, stepping on the bag wrong. Like there's so many different ways that little nagging things can occur. But we're back to action. This one bunted out in front of the plate. Oh, and again, right there, Bagwell just can't quite get his footing right. And so on the sacrifice attempt, they end up getting both runners safe, as we had Bryce Harrelson able to advance the runner and get on base himself. And so a little bit of danger here for the Pike County starter, as number 8, DJ Hudson, comes to the plate, the number 3 hitter, with a runner in scoring position and another at first, and a chance to do some serious damage here. Fires back to second base, but unable to get him. And so Peach County, I talked about it, they're averaging 5.7 runs per game, a very potent offense, and they've got 2 guys on base right now who love to run. Very good base runners. They'll advance, they'll steal a bag, they'll take an extra base. I think anything right here to the right side has the potential to score a run with Hudson's speed at second. Bagwell's working away. Nice stop. Terry keeping that one in front of him. No advance. Nobody out here, 1-0 count. Runners on first and second. And the heart of the order coming up for the Trojans. Swing and a miss. So Bagwell battling back. He's taken a little bit more time on the mound than he has now. He's got runners on base, which he hasn't had a whole lot of tonight, but you know, kind of stumbled over his feet a little bit there. Ooh, nice stop. Fires down. Try to get behind Hudson. They got him in the top of the first in a similar way, but no dice this time as he's able to get back. But the ball in the dirt is going to make it 2-1 now. Terry looking in the dugout, gets the signal, gives it to his pitcher. And trying to catch the corner, but can't quite on the breaking pitch. On the outside edge, it's going to go 3-1. Swinging a shot into left field. And this one is caught, fired back in, hits the cutoff man, and it's just a loud out, number 1. So DH Wheeler Green will come to the plate. He's had a couple of looks at Bagwell, even though he's only had the one at bat officially. He had the first at bat, went 0-2 in the top of the first, but then the pickoff happened, and so he got another shot at it. Ended up going down on strikes. First pitch catches the outside edge. It's going to go 0-1, and Bagwell looks like he might be settling back in. We'll see what Green has for him here. Looks at second, fires in, bounces this one. Another nice stop by Terry. It'll be 1-1. This one's low, 2-1. One offering, finds the corner, 2-2. One out, Hudson at second, Harrelson at first, Green at the plate, Bagwell on the mound. 2-2 count in the top of the fourth. Peach Pike knotted at 0. Swing and a miss, and Green goes down on strikes. That's 8 on the day already through 4 for Trevor Bagwell. Beach County has got to be thinking, can you just go to Troy now, please? So after getting runners on first and second with nobody out, Bagwell has battled all the way back to get him to 2 outs. Swinging a shot to center field. Settling under it is the center fielder, Elijah Moss. He makes the grab, and that is going to send it to the bottom of the fourth. A huge inning for the Pike starter, Trevor Bagwell. Runners on first and second with nobody out, battles back, gets 2 flyouts and a strikeout to slam the door and allow nobody to score. We're going to the bottom of the fourth. Our score still nothing in Pike County.
Like Amazon, no matter what day of the week you see them on, you don't need to double check. The truth is clearer than air. Treat it like a viral video and share. There's no comparison, no equal to mention. You can see for yourself.
Looks a bit chilly out there at Pike County. Some blankets in the crowd. Nice, crisp, cool 62 at the start of the game here. Probably cooled off just a little bit more. By the time the game ends, it's probably going to be quite cool out there in the shade. So we're heading to the bottom of the fourth. Nothing is your score. Pike County has yet to have a base runner as young Jackson Peavy, the sophomore starter for Peach County, has been just flawless through the first 3 innings. The lineup will turn over, and the leadoff hitter, Coleman Johnson, will be back up for the Pirates, and we'll see if he can get a little bit of a spark here at the top of the order, top of the inning. Or if Peavy is going to just continue dealing. This one high, Coleman showed bunt, but had to dance out of the way of that one. It's going to go 1-0 here to start things off. And he does lay down the bunt down the third base line. Going to challenge the third baseman. It's no throw, and he's, oh, no, I take it back. I guess they got him. Oh, no. Sorry. Foul ball is what it ends up being. Apologies. So foul ball on the bunt attempt makes it 1-1. Pulls back on the bunt again, and you really get the feeling that they're going to try to challenge the third baseman over there, Cam Griggs, senior third baseman for Peach County. Still shows bunt, pulls that one away, but it's going to be a strike called low, 2-2. Batter's going to step out. Peavy taking a little bit longer than Johnson would have liked, so he calls time and he's granted it. But we're all back to normal here. This one runs high, 3-2. Looked like he was trying to get the breaking pitch in there, but couldn't find the release point. And so it just kind of sailed on him and fills up the count. Peavy in danger of his first base runner here. This one is fouled back out of play, heads up. And again, batter steps out. This Peavy took a little bit longer than Johnson wanted. Shot to the left side. This one's going to drop. Fired in from left, and the Pirates are going to have their first base runner of the day. A leadoff double for senior Coleman Johnson. An excellent attempt down the line for DJ Hudson, but just out of reach. Couldn't quite make it there, and it's going to be a double to lead things off, and the Pirates are cooking. Zane Axelberg will come to the plate. Again, Zane Axelberg leading the team in runs, walks, and stolen bases, so definitely someone you want to keep off the bases. Axelberg shows bunt, pulls away, and anything on the ground to the right side is going to be what they're looking for here. This bunt goes up in the air and out of play. So the foul ball will make it 1-1. Hit by pitch. That one runs too far inside. And so Axelberg pulling the bat back, stepping out of the way, but getting drilled for his trouble. He's going to end up on first. And so if you thought we were having a mirror match here between Bagwell and Peavy, that isn't the half of it. They were basically perfect through 3 both. And then now to start the 4th inning, they both have runners on first and second with nobody out. This one is going to be bunted and fouled away. So the Pike County Pirates content to just play small ball here, trying to advance the runners, put some pressure on the infield of the Trojans, force them to make a play. You know, anybody who is used to just watching Major League Baseball, maybe even high-level college, you just kind of think that things like plays on the infield are automatic. This one is wild. Can't find it. Runners are going to advance, and so I wonder if this is going to change things here for the Pirates, as the 1-1 count is going to be even for the batter and pitcher together, but I think we're going to have a conversation here. And we are. The coach for the Trojans out to the mound to have a word with his pitcher. Not sure who it is. Maybe head coach Joey Hiller or any one of the assistant coaches, Richard Barker, Brandon Christian, Trent Franzago, or Daniel Johnson for Peach County. But I mean, they're in trouble right now. Peavy is in danger of letting this one get away from him. He's been so good so far in this game, the sophomore for the Trojans. You know, 3 Ks so far through the first 3 innings, but this 4th has just kind of been, it's not been his inning, and Pike is looking to do some damage and really hurt him for it. Our first runner to third base all day for either team, and that is Coleman Johnson, the leadoff man for the Pirates. Now at 1-1, and we'll see if that conversation is going to be of benefit to Peavy. Swing and a miss. And so the game plan does indeed change, as Smith was showing bunt there for the first 2 pitches, but now with runners already advanced on the wild pitch, he's swinging away. It's 1-2. Curveball hangs. This one shot out to center field. It's going to go off the wall. Oh, bad angle on that one. The center fielder runs it down. They're going to have 2 in. And Smith legging out the triple. Throw got away, and so he's going to be safe at third base. Not a great angle out there in the outfield, and the carom, that ricochet just got away from the outfielders there. Going to have a conversation here between head coach Don Hanson and Blue. I didn't quite see what happened. But as it stands, it is a 2 RBI triple for the number 3 man, Ridge Smith. And so a big at bat. Peavy going to the curveball, but couldn't get it down. That one hung a little bit. Smith did not miss. And if anything, the only thing he missed was he missed a home run by just a few feet, as that one bounced off the wall. Smith can fly, though, and he ends up standing at third base with a no-out triple. Scores 2.
Number 11, the third baseman, Caleb Hammond.
So after the conversation Seems like everything is going to go back to even. It's 2-0. Pike leads. Runner at third. Still nobody out. Everything kind of was as we thought it was. And a big rip there on first pitch from Caleb Hammond. This one is going to go out of play to the right side. Foul. This one too low, 1-1. As Peavy just tries to get back settled in. This one isn't out of reach yet. You've still got the runner at third to contend with, but you know, you put your focus back on the batter, man at the plate. And he's gonna run that one in and get the strike called. Hammond doesn't like that one. We saw earlier in the day that he had that front door where he tried to get out of the way of it, thinking it was going to come more inside than it did, but pitch looked good right there on the paint. 1-2 the count. That one's high, so it's going to go to 2-2. Peavy really needs an out here. Grounded off to the right side, but foul. Batter calls time now, and yeah, we saw that from Coleman Johnson in the opening at bat. Ended up getting the leadoff double. This one misses inside, 3-2, and you know, I wonder if the batter's calling time there, kind of throwing off Peavy's rhythm a little bit. If he might not be able to handle that one, if that might be throwing off his rhythm a little bit. This one grounded left side. Fouled away. Full count, runner on third. Time called by the batter once again. Man at third is Ridge Smith. Plated a couple with a no-out triple. Ball in the dirt. It's going to be ball 4. And so now with Jackson Terry coming to the plate, it is runners on the corners still, no one out. Catcher Jackson Terry, a junior for the Pirates, with an opportunity here to do some real damage in this bottom of the 4th. Pickoff attempt. But he's going to get back. Love a lefty pickoff move. Another pickoff attempt. To the plate. Strike called inside corner. This one's going to go inside, but it's going to miss. And that's going to go 1-1. This one misses high and in. 2-1. Modest lead at first. Swung on high. Fouled away. Went up the ladder to chase that one, did Terry, and it's going to run it even 2-2. Shot to the right side. A great sliding catch, fires home. Runner was sent. And so it's going to end up being a sacrifice fly for Terry. A third run is in. The runner's held at first. So we've got 1 out in the inning, runner on first, but 3 in for the Pirates here in this bottom of the 4th. Terry with the sacrifice fly and the RBI. And Ridge Smith comes all the way around the horn to score after his triple plated 2. This one shot into the air, out and into shallow center field. Not quite to the grass. And the shortstop, Bryce Harrelson, is going to bring this one in. So 1 pitch, 1 out as Hammond goes down. But it'll bring up the freshman Ty Mobley, the Auburn commit, with 2 out in the inning and a runner on first. Peavy with the balk. No throw over constitutes a balk there, and so Mobley now with 2 outs has a runner in scoring position. That is Caleb Hammond. Check swing foul. 0-1. There he goes. And Hammond is going to steal third, get himself 90 feet closer. So a gutsy steal attempt there. Nice jump. And the throw from Hudson is not enough. Not enough mustard on it. It's going to be a stolen base for Caleb Hammond with Ty Mobley at the plate. 0-2 count though. Swung on, flied out to right field. And this one's going to fall out of play, foul. They couldn't find it in the sun. And so Mobley is going to have another chance here. And that's always dangerous. You see it all the time. When a foul ball falls in play and they give somebody another chance, I don't know what the actual statistics are on it, but you're just asking for trouble anytime you give somebody an extra life like that. Swung on and fouled away. So Mobley doing a little bit of battling here, 0-2. And, you know, I he was so good through the first 3 innings. He's been real good here, even in the bottom of the 4th, giving up the 3 runs. But I wouldn't be surprised to see this be Peavy's last inning here. This one bounces outside. It's going to go to 1 and 2. Good eye there from the young man going to Auburn in a few years. Deals and fires. This one low as well. Risky throw with the runner at third base. A risky pitch selection there down in the dirt, but 2-2 as Mobley has run it back even. This one down in the dirt again. Hedger tried to frame that one. What are we doing? 3-2, it goes full. Oh, and there's a balk, and that's going to bring the runner in from third. Lost his footing, and it's going to be 4-0 as a second balk in the inning from Peavy brings a runner in. The first balk got him to second. Hammond stole third and set him up for the second balk to bring him in for the score. This one misses, and Mobley's going to draw a walk from being down 0-2. What patience shown by the freshman there, drawing the walk. And not only that, but he gets an RBI. For a balk. No sweeter RBI than the one where you don't have to swing a bat, but I wonder if we might be getting a designated runner here. Well, I guess it wouldn't be a designated runner for the first baseman. It would be a pinch runner. And, yeah, that's what we got over there.
Running at first base, number 4, Cade McElroy.
So that's Cade McElroy who's going to come in and run for Ty Mobley, and I am fairly certain that that is just a straight-up pinch runner. Now, you can re-enter the game, so he may be doing a pinch runner here and then re-enter Mobley in the top of the 5th. That will burn Cade McElroy. This one's going to be fouled away. Curveball catches the corner. Oof, nasty pitch right there. Ran it inside, front doored him with it, and was able to catch the edge. It's going to go to 0-2 on Ian Davis. This one's high. Throw down. And well backed up by the shortstop, but McElroy with the stolen base. So we see exactly why he was brought in to pinch run. As he's able to steal the bag there, get himself in scoring position as the Pirates are trying to pile it on here in the bottom of the 4th. This one bounces in the dirt, can't find it. He's going to run down to third, and he's going to be safe without a throw. And so back-to-back, well, not wild pitches necessarily, but a high ball on the third pitch of the at-bat. Sailed on the catcher, didn't really give him a chance to throw down and have a chance at getting the runner at second, and then that one in the dirt allows the runner to advance. It's 2-2 now. 2 outs. Runner on third base, 4-0. Pike has already had themselves a big inning, trying to make it a little bit bigger. Hard shot to the right side, but it's going to go foul. It is a long, loud strike. But with 2 already, it'll just stay where it's at. 2-2, the count remains. Another shot to the right side. And this one's going to hit the top of the bullpen. Out of play, or rather the batting cage down there. So a bit of a battle here between Ian Davis, the senior DH, and Jackson Peavy, the sophomore pitcher. Tried to catch the outside edge, but no dice. It's going to run full 3-2. And, you know, they talk about the strike zones. There's 2 types of strike zones. There's the actual strike zone and there's the umpire strike zone, and only one of them matters. Shot to center field. Center fielder has a beat on it, makes the catch, and ends the inning. Austin Carmichael in center field with the catch. And that is going to do it here in the bottom of the 4th, but not before Pike is able to jump out to a massive lead. 4 runs it's not insurmountable, but the way that Trevor Bagwell is pitching right now, it just might be. We'll head to the top of the 4th. Pike County leads here 4-0 on the Score 58 network. So here at the top of the 5th, leading things off is going to be the number 6 hitter, the third baseman, Cam Griggs, senior for the Trojans. This one misses. 1-0 the count. This one misses high. Bagwell trying to get that breaking ball down, but loses the release point and just sails it. Fires this one in. Strike called low and in. He's got that fastball working. Command is good. And, you know, he had that long rest just a minute ago as the Pike County offense had a big bottom of the 4th. This one fired right back at him, fielded cleanly, and fires it over to Mobley, who indeed was re-entered after the pinch runner. Cade McElroy came in and got the stolen base, but the ground ball out goes 1-3, and it's going to be 1 out in the inning for the Trojans. And now with a 4-0 lead, This one misses outside. Check swing, no swing, say Blues, and it's going to go 1-0. I should say rather with a 4-0 deficit. The Trojans now playing against the clock. This one's shot off to the left side, or excuse me, right side. Fielded number 3 unassisted. Mobley takes it to the bag himself, and that's out number 2. And as they get down to the bottom of the order for the Trojans, they are running out of chances here in the top of the 5th. Of course, anybody who's joining us and doesn't know the differences between high school ball and pro, it is a 7-inning game in high school. This one misses low and outside. Now, of course, you can have run rules and all that kind of stuff. Things are a little bit different in high school sports, but this one's shot in the air to the right side, shallow right field. Right fielder settles under it, and Ridge Smith puts this one away. And so another 1-2-3 inning for the Pike County starter. Trevor Bagwell is scoreless through 5.
Center fielder number 23, Elijah Moss.
And coming back here for the bottom of the 5th, Pike County is going to be basically leading things off with their second leadoff man, the 9-hitter Elijah Moss, the center fielder. Such a luxury when you've got a guy like that where you can put down at the 9 spot and basically give yourself a second leadoff hitter. New pitcher in for the Trojans, number 5, Aiden Day. Bit of a side armor there. Lefty again, another lefty on the mound for him. They're sticking with the lefties, and that one's going to run outside 1-0 for Moss to start things off here in the bottom of the 5th. This one catches the zone outside and low. 1-1. This one's too low though, and it's going to go to 2-1. Swung on and missed. Big cut there on the hook, and it's 2-2. Time called at the plate. Swung on and fouled away. Count will remain 2-2. Reset and do it again. Here's the 2-2 on the way. This one's low and outside. 3-2 runs full. Misses outside, and the always dangerous leadoff walk is what puts Moss at first base. That is going to turn the lineup over, and it's going to bring back Coleman Johnson, who led off the bottom of the fourth with a double after battling, eventually was able to stroke it down the left field line, just out of reach of the diving DJ Hudson. He eventually came around to score on Reed Smith's 2-run triple. This one bunted and fouled away. So Johnson here trying to sacrifice the runner over into scoring position, maybe get on base himself. You know, it's never an automatic in high school baseball that they're going to make the play, but it's 0-1 now. If you can't get it down in fair territory, there's no chance at forcing them to commit an error, but we'll see if the bunt is still on here down 0-1. And throw over, but nothing doing as Moss is able to get back. Moss with a single stolen base on the year. This one shot over to the right side, but out of play. And its count goes 0-2. We'd, of course, like to thank everybody for joining us here, wherever you're watching Score 58 Network, Facebook, YouTube, Vimeo, Twitch, Tout, Twitter, whatever. Love having you here, whether you're in Georgia, Oklahoma, Albion, Nebraska, just outside of Tallahassee, Florida, wherever you're watching from. I'm sure you're wonderful, and we love having you with us. Offering. Oh, a late strike called. Strike 3 looking. Runner goes down without a throw, so it's going to be a stolen base for Elijah Moss, but a strikeout looking for Coleman Johnson. So Aiden New has his first K of the day. And a delayed call on that strike from Blue behind the plate, but either way, it's a strikeout. 1 out, but runner at second base. Reached out and missed. Zane Axelberg at the plate trying to bunt the man over to third, trying to put another run on the board. Head coach Don Hanson playing a little bit of small ball here. Take a run where you can get it. Of course, as we all know, no lead is safe in high school baseball. This one gets away. Runner is going to advance. Axelberg pulled away, so it's a ball on the pitch. 1-1 is the count, and as that one gets away, the runner will advance to third base. You imagine the bunt is probably off now as they've got the runner where they want him, so perfect situation for the Pirates now. 1 out, Runner at third, 1-1 count, and their 2-hole hitter has a green light to swing away. Swing away he does, grounds it over to the third base side, fire it over, and that one's going to be a ground out. 5-3. Runner has to hold. But here comes the man of the hour, the man with the power. Ridge Smith, the huge 2-run triple last inning. He was just feet away from a 3-run homer. But he did eventually come around to score as well, the 3rd run of the game for the Pirates. Timeout called and granted at the plate. So the pitch goes for nothing. Elijah Moss stands at third, 2 outs in the inning with Ridge Smith standing at the plate. Moss walks to lead off the inning. Smith pops this one up into center field. Center fielder calls for it and makes the catch, and that is going to end the inning. So the Pirates threaten, but Aiden New, the reliever, comes in and closes the door and allows no runs in the bottom of the 5th. We're heading to the top of the 6th here in Pike County. Our score, Pike County leads the Peach County Trojans 4-0. So Carmichael secures the final out for the Trojans in the bottom of the 6th and bottom of the 5th, and leads things off for them in the top of the 6th. In a hole, though, 0-1 on a swing and miss. Nasty breaking pitch inside part of the plate, and Bagwell gets ahead of him. This one runs a little bit low. Can't quite paint that fastball like he was earlier. 1-1. Oh, just about buckled him, but couldn't quite get it to catch the corner. 2-1. This one ripped to the left side, but foul. If you're just joining us, top of the 6th here from Pike County. Pike lead the Peach County Trojans 4-0 off the back of a big 4-run 4th inning. 2-2 now as Bagwell has been pretty much flawless. A strike 3 called there, and that is going to be his, what is this? 9 strikeouts in the game for Bagwell. What a day. I mean, you want to talk about a front runner for player of the game. Yeah, Ridge Smith had the big 2-run triple to break things open, but man, Bagwell has been dynamite. Big hook, but couldn't quite get it to catch the zone. It's going to be ball 1 as the lineup is going to turn over. Zion Hudson, the catcher, the leadoff man. One of the only bright spots so far tonight for the Trojans offensively is he grounds this one to third base, fires, scoops by Mobley, and out at first. Great play all the way around the horn. 5-3 goes Hudson. And it's going to bring up the two-hole hitter, Bryce Harrelson. Shortstop for the Trojans. Bagwell is on the verge of another quiet inning. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase low and outside. This one high and outside. It's going to go to 1-1. And you can tell that they're really trying to work him away. Harrelson, a switch hitter, hitting from the left side against the righty Bagwell. Comes inside with that one, but can't quite get it on the corner. Just trying to change the eye level there as they've been working him away all night long. But I like trying to go inside there at the even count, but couldn't quite get it to find the mark. It's going to go to 2-1. Going back inside, but can't quite get it there. Good pitch, but just missed off the inside corner. 3-1. And a dangerous batter to lose here and put on with 2 outs. But he does. First base runner of the night for Bagwell since the 4th inning. Only the 4th base runner all night for the Trojans. As Bagwell has been just about perfect, although he does suffer the first walk of the day. Turns and fires. I think that's more just to keep him honest than anything. At the plate, DJ Hudson, the left fielder, who just missed making a great catch. In the 4th inning on what would eventually be a leadoff double for Coleman Johnson, just out of the outstretched arm of a diving Hudson down the left field line. Nice lead over there at first for Harrelson. Kicks and fires. Strike called at the knees, 1-1. See Harrelson there at first. Hudson at the plate. 2 outs, top of the 6th. Swung on and missed. Great stop by Terry. Runner is going to advance on the ball in the dirt. But right now, Bagwell's got all his focus on the man at the plate. 1-2, 2 outs. That runner in scoring position means nothing if he can get the man at the plate. Misses inside. But still even, just 2-2. Swung on and tipped, but Terry can't hold on. So it's going to stay 2-2. This one hits the dirt. And the runner's going to advance. Terry runs this one down right there by the Peach County dugout. So now full count. And off the wild pitch, the runner stands at third. Still 2 outs. But Bagwell in trouble here of losing this one. And like with PV earlier, I would imagine with the final inning coming up, this one's fouled away. I get the feeling that this is probably going to be Bagwell's final inning of duty. So empty the tank here, young man. Oh, buckled him, but just missed high. Tried to run that curveball up, but couldn't quite get it to break enough to get it down into the zone. And it's going to be first and third after the walk. So back-to-back 2-out walks have given the Trojans a little bit of life here. To the plate comes DH Wheeler Green, and we're going to have a conversation on the mound. Head coach John Hanson out to talk with his starting pitcher. Bagwell has been excellent. It's just excellent all day long. 9 strikeouts through 5 2/3 thus far. 5 2/3 scoreless, no less. And again, this is a good Peach County offense. They've been averaging 5.7 runs per game. And so to hold them scoreless through any stretch, and looks like it's going to be the night for Bagwell. So with 5 2/3 scoreless, he does leave a runner on first and third that he is responsible for, but into the game is going to come a reliever. I'll get you that name and number here in just a moment when we get a look at him, but head coach Hanson has been here before, knows what he's doing. 2 state championships to his name, one in 2019 and one last year. The defending 3A champs are the Pike County Pirates, but deciding to pull the plug on his pitcher Bagwell after seeing him surrender a couple of walks, a couple of wild pitches that led to the runner being at third rather than just at second. And so we're going to get a new man in. We'll see who it is coming in here. I can't tell from this distance, but it is a righty. We know that much. Come on, gentlemen, move out of the way. Number 2 is the new pitcher. That is Jake Carden, who has come in to replace Trevor Bagwell, who leaves the game with 5 2/3 scoreless innings pitched, 9 strikeouts on the day. Just a pair of hits, an error, and a pair of walks. So an excellent stat line for the young man, but he is responsible for the 2 runners left out there, 1 on first, 1 on third. Now for Carden, he comes in. He's got 8 innings pitched so far on the year, 10 Ks, does have a 7 ERA, had a little bit of a rough outing. But, when you've only got 8 innings pitched, a 7 ERA isn't really what it looks like. That you could come in and give up a couple of runs in a particularly rocky appearance and then be really good in all the rest of them. And because it's such a small sample size, that average there is what ERA obviously is. It's going to look a lot worse than it actually is. But Carden with an opportunity here to come in and with runners on the corners in a really high-pressure situation, he could get out of damage or get out of dodge here without any damage if he's able to put away the batter at the plate. And the batter is going to be, that is Torrin Helms, the right fielder. Or excuse me, Wheeler Green. No, I apologize. The DH. And this one's shot to the right side over the head of the second baseman. This is going to plate a run. Mishandled in right field, fired in, cutoff man reached, and I think that they're going to be able to hold him up at third, so just the 1 runner across. But DJ Hudson does go first to third on the base hit, and so right away, immediately, Peach County is going to take advantage. So unfortunately, that one charged to Trevor Bagwell. So does not have the 5 2/3 shutout innings anymore. And we are going to get a pinch runner. This is number 3, Nathan Smith, coming in to pinch run for Wheeler Green. And unless we have a change, it should be third baseman number 6, Cam Griggs, at the plate. Or excuse me, number 16. But no, oh, no, excuse me. My apologies. It's Torrin Helms, number 10, the right fielder, who's at the plate. I'm ahead of myself here. Nice breaking pitch. Gets in there for the strike. Runners on the corners. 0-1 count. 2 outs. 1 run in already for Peach County. All of their damage coming with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. Terry gives it chase. Runner's going to get down to second base, but no advance from third. But now runners at second and third. Eliminates the force out. And a ball to the gap is going to be trouble. A ball in the dirt again. They're trying to score, and Terry gets him at the plate. What a play. Ball didn't bounce far enough away. Hudson took off anyway. Terry scooped it up, took it himself, and applies the tag, and that is going to end the inning in the top of the 6th. And the Pike County Pirates avert disaster there as they bring in Jake Carden to close the door and allow just the 1 run in the inning. But it's still a 3-run ball game, anyone's game here heading to the bottom of the 6th. The Pirates are going to look to get a little bit of insurance here. Ooh, wow, what a play from Terry there. And that not only saved a run, but it saved it from cutting the lead in half. And, oof, what a play. Back on the mound for the Trojans is going to be Aiden New. Number 5 came in, had a nice inning. And I believe that the inning is going to be led off by cleanup man Caleb Hammond. And indeed it is Hammond to lead things off. 4-1 lead. Swung on and fouled away. And Pike here trying to get a little bit of insurance. Jake Carden, the closer of sorts, the Grange College commit. Swing and a miss. It's going to go 0-2 on Hammond. Carden to come in, and that was who they were looking at to be the potential closer, so you would expect to see him come back out to the top of the 7th. And time called now at the plate. Ball outside. This one's in the dirt. Count is 2-2 to Hammond, leading things off. The third baseman, senior for Pike County. Swung on and ripped to the left side, but it's going to go foul. So the count will stay 2-2. New goes into his windup, but time is called at the plate and granted. Hammond is way up on the plate. This one's going to miss outside, and it has run full 3-2. So Hammond battling all the way back from being down 0-2 to start the at-bat off of a foul and a swing and miss. And he's worked all the way back full, 3-2, New on the mound. And he's going to miss outside, and it's a leadoff walk. Back-to-back innings with a leadoff walk, back-to-back-to-back innings with a leadoff base runner for the Pirates. Last time the leadoff walk didn't end up hurting the Trojans, and they're hoping for the same fortune this time around because a little bit of insurance here would sure make this one a little bit tougher for the Trojans as they near their last chances at the top of the seventh. Nice backdoor breaking pitch, catches the corner and goes 0-1. Sets and fires. This one misses, going for the same thing, but couldn't quite get it to find the spot. Jackson Terry at the plate, the catcher, with an exceptional play behind the plate in the top half of the inning. Now with an opportunity to try and give his team a little bit of cushion. Runner goes, no throw, and Hammond has himself another steal. That's his second of the day. Strike called makes it a 1-2 count. So 1-2 to Terry, but now a runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Swung on and hit left side, but this one's going to go out of play. Somebody check your car. Swung on, popped up, shallow center field. Second baseman giving chase. Settles under it, and Childs makes the play. One out. One on. Bottom of the sixth, and Cole Hammond steps to the plate with his brother Caleb at second. Cole looking to drive in Caleb here, give them a little bit of insurance. Good to see Cole still out there playing. Was banged up a little bit, shaken up a little bit earlier. Kind of lost his footing on a ground ball and took a pretty nasty tumble. But looks like he was able to shake the cobwebs and everything is okay now. Maybe just the wind knocked out of him a little bit, you know. So good to see him back. Runner returns to second base, but no throw. Ball outside, 2-0. And New now struggling to find his release point as this one sails outside 3-0. And so after the leadoff walk, the second batter pop up, now in danger of losing the third batter of the inning and suffering another walk. Strike called, runner goes. And down to third base goes Hammond. It's going to be 3-1, but it is going to be the third steal on the day for Hammond. That's his fourth on the year. And now trails Zane Axelberg for the team lead in steals. Axelberg with 6, Hammond now with 4. Chopped up the middle, fielded by the shortstop, fires. Oh, and what a play. Double play ends it as Hammond tried to score from third. What a great play from Mac Rayleigh, the wily senior over there at first base. Just a great play all the way around, a short grounder to shortstop, and it was fielded cleanly by Harrelson. He fires to first and gets Cole. Caleb took off, trying to score on the grounder and the throw to first base, but just could not get there. Stole second, stole third, could not steal home, and that is going to do it for Pike in the 6th. Heads to the 7th inning. Peach County has one more shot, down 3, heading to the top of the 7th. We'll see if they can come back here in Pike County right here on the Score 58 network. See there our Score 58 Network on-site crew. Joey Russo, Robert Reed, and Cedric Pugh down there in beautiful Zebulon, Georgia at Pike County High School as the Pirates host the Trojans. It is the first region game for both of these teams. Obviously also first time that they've faced each other today. Looking to get their first region victory. So far, Pike is in control. This one's going to be shot over to the right side, out of play. Pike is in control right now, but it is anything but a done deal here. Jake Carden back on the mound. A future LaGrange baseball player. Fires in. This one bounces, 1-1. At the plate is Torrin Helms. He'll get a fresh shot as he was up last time when they got out of the inning on the wild pitch, but Terry able to get the runner trying to score, tagged him out at the plate. This one is going to drop in for a strike. 1-2 now. Helms behind. Strike called on the outside corner, and Helms goes down looking. Carden punches out another, And they're down to their final 2 outs, are the Trojans here in our first region game of the year for Pike and Peach. This one popped up, back behind the plate. Terry's going to put the squeeze on it, and just like that, Peach is down to their final out. Carden on the mound, and it'll bring up Mac Rayleigh, the first baseman who made an outstanding play in the bottom of the 6th to limit the lead to just 3. Caleb Hammond trying to score from third on a ground ball, but Rayleigh paying attention, firing at home, and they were able to get the out. But he's down here 0-1 as Carden looks to close the door here on Peach County. The 0-1 just misses. Tried to catch the corner on the outside, but couldn't get it there. Oh, dropped it on him, fooled him. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Down to their final strike are the Trojans here in the top of the 7th. This one will miss high. I don't mind that as a waste pitch there, changing the eye level. I don't think that's what he was going for based on where the catcher was set up. That one just kind of got away from him there, but either way, it's not a bad miss. Ground ball to shortstop. We'll see how Cole's feeling. Fires to first. Squeezed by Mobley, and that is going to do it. The Pike County Pirates take this one 4-1 over the Trojans as they go 6-3 on the ground out to end the game. Trevor Bagwell with 5 2/3 pitched, just a single earned run allowed, 9 Ks on the day for him. Big 4th inning, 4 runs scored, and that ended up being the difference maker there. Rich Smith with the 2-run triple ended up coming around to score himself, the big damage dealer for the Pike County offense. Bo, you back with me?
I am, man. Most importantly is Make-A-Wish Foundation came in through, and Alex, are you happy that you were able to call this game? It's been 3 years, brother.
It's been a while, but man, it's like riding a bicycle, you know?
No, it's a unicycle for me, man. You done a great job on that part. So it is so awesome. You did a great job. Hopefully, we'll be able to have a little bit more playoff action, maybe even some regular season action here for Pike County. Glad to have that with you. Appreciate everybody here on the Score 58 Network, here in the studio, but also on site right now. A beautiful sunset here in Zebulon, Georgia. Alex, last thoughts before we get out of here?
Well, I mean, I said it before, you know, they came into this game 4-10. They're ranked 204 in the state, and I tell you what, man, if there's a more dangerous 204 in the state of Georgia, nay, the country of the United States, I don't know who it is. Pike, the defending 3A champs, are for real.
Oh, they are. I mean, and like I said, you've got to kind of train yourself getting ready for that. Overall, what's your thoughts about the broadcast? You had a chance to call a lot of baseball games in your time. Anything that we need to change, alter? Go ahead.
Nah, it looks good. I love the multiple angles. I love calling it from behind the center field wall. You know, we talked about, I don't remember if I said it on air, if we just said it to each other, but when I called radio, I called it from the press box, so it's a different vantage point for me, but I love it. It's a pro feel, and it's great.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourself out there in this crazy world. We'll see you back here on Saturday on the Score 58 Network. I'm Bo McMichael with Alex Schaefer, Jennifer Colbert, and the whole crew here on Score 58 Network. Take care and good night.
Quality broadcast for you to see. They deliver prime coverage like Amazon. No matter what day of the week you see them on, you don't need to double check. The truth is clearer than air. Treat it like a viral video and share. There's no comparison, no equal to mention. You can see for yourself. Let it have your attention. From the beginning, you'll see what you would have hated to miss. And the recapable moments, so keep dropping the hits. Turn up the volume, grab your favorite seat, so sit back right now and enjoy what's on screen.